Examples of proxy wars in modern history.
In this video, we'll be discussing some prominent examples of proxy wars in modern history. Proxy wars are conflicts in which major powers support opposing sides through indirect means, such as providing financial, military, or logistical support. These conflicts allow the major powers to avoid direct confrontation, but still influence the outcome of the conflict.
What is the Korean War, 1950 to 1953, and how is it an example of a proxy war?
The Korean War was a conflict between North Korea, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Korea, supported by the United States and its allies. This war was a major example of a proxy war during the Cold War, as both the Soviet Union and the United States were indirectly involved and provided support to their respective allies without directly engaging in combat.
How did the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975, become a proxy war?
The Vietnam War saw the Communist government of North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union and China, fighting against the government of South Vietnam, backed by the United States and other anti-communist allies. The conflict escalated into a proxy war, with both major powers supplying arms, financial support, and military advisors to their respective sides.
What was the Soviet-Afghan War, 1979 to 1989, and how was it a proxy war?
The Soviet-Afghan War was a conflict between the Soviet Union-backed Communist government of Afghanistan and various anti-communist Afghan guerrilla groups, collectively known as the Mujahideen. The United States, along with other Western countries and Pakistan, provided support to the Mujahideen in an effort to counter Soviet influence in the region. This conflict became another prominent example of a Cold War-era proxy war.
How did the Syrian Civil War, 2011-present, turn into a proxy war?
The ongoing Syrian Civil War started as a result of anti-government protests and has evolved into a complex conflict involving multiple factions. The conflict has turned into a proxy war, with Iran and Russia supporting the government of Bashar al-Assad, and the United States, Turkey, and some Gulf countries backing various opposition groups. This conflict has led to a devastating humanitarian crisis and widespread instability in the region. These examples of proxy wars in modern history demonstrate the complexity of global politics and the far-reaching consequences of indirect intervention in conflicts. Proxy wars can lead to prolonged conflicts, humanitarian crises, and regional instability, making it crucial for the international community to work towards peaceful resolutions and diplomacy.